Hello friends! Can you believe that it's been 2 years since I last posted on here? 2 years! Still wrapping my head around that. How have you been? I've been absolutely wonderful. As you can see, let me stand up here from all around me. I am in a much different place than you last saw me. So stick around, let's do some catching up, and I'll show you what my life's been like since we last saw each other. So much has changed in the last 2 years in my life and within me, and yet I am still very much the same me that I have always been. With a few less fears, I'd like to think, and some new white hairs, which I also like to think I gained through wisdom. When I stopped making videos, it was because our lives were changing so quickly and so fast, and I didn't quite feel like I was in a place to show what we were doing or where we were going, because, to be honest with you, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Let's go back 2 years to where we left off, and then we'll catch up to where we are now. So November of 2021, exactly 2 years ago, our house had been on the market for a few months. For anyone who doesn't know, our homestead, which we previously put so much love and joy into, which is why I shared the videos we did, was a house that my grandfather built with his own hands back in the 70s, and I was blessed to be able to live there and grow and share that space with community. And in the summer of 2021, I had the very strong pull, premonition, knowing. I had a very strong knowing that our time there was over. My time there was over. And after a lot of emotional reflection and soul searching, we decided to sell the house, but within our own conditions. We were very picky about who we were going to give this home to. We did things very unconventionally. We were there for all the showings. We were there to answer questions, and to be honest, we were just looking for the person who we knew, or people who we knew the house was for. But it was November 2 years ago, let's go back, and we had previously gone into contract with someone, and it had fallen through, and so at that point we were a little bit wavering, or we were just a little bit unsure. We didn't really have a plan. We just knew that we wanted to expand and grow and to do what we were doing on our homestead there, just on a much larger scale, and by leaving a much, much, much smaller footprint than we were able to do with our large 3-bedroom cape, which we didn't need. We were all staying in 2 rooms and spending time together, so we'd been preparing for a while. We decided to start looking for our mode of transportation once we left the house, and we had decided on a school bus, which some of you do already know through meticulous research and our love of off-grid living, upcycling, reusing, recycling. The school bus just was what we were supposed to do, and we knew it. So we just kept on the lookout. Me and Azriel went all up and down the East Coast looking from upper New York State all the way down to Georgia, looking for school. When we were looking for the school bus, we always knew we wanted an older model diesel engine, just because of the capabilities and what it could do. And through our research, that type of engine is really what we wanted to do, their lifespan there. And last November, we saw this black bus for sale. Now, this is after the 6 months of looking, for sale for well over our budget. We're talking 7 times over our budget for a bus. But upon reading the ad and hearing the story behind the bus, we just absolutely knew that we needed to go see these people. Whether it was to buy the bus or not, we needed to connect with these people. And so Azriel and Ellie took a trip to Pennsylvania, ironically very close to where my aunt and uncle live in Pennsylvania, and they met Kendra and Tyler, who had originally purchased the bus with the intention of traveling to regenerative farms and helping to put their hands in the soil and help this planet in any way possible. Our intention with traveling before we settled down again was to do the exact same thing, to go and to meet intentional humans with intentional dreams and to help assist them in any way we could. And so because our stories aligned so much, we had to meet them and we had to see this bus. Long story short, that was our bus and that was our future home. And through beautiful interactions and beautiful miracles, beautiful light, beautiful exchanges, we were able to acquire the bus, and we drove her back to Rhode Island to start working on her. Now this was the week after Thanksgiving, so the end of November that this happened. Shortly thereafter, and I'm saying within a week, we found the person and the people who were going to live in our old home. It was fate, I don't know. All of these terms and all of these phrases or whatever, they're true to whatever they are to you. But to me, it was beautiful angels looking down on me, making sure that the best decision was made for everyone. And we met Emily and Kristen and knew that this was where we were able to pass the home along. So, long story short, it was another beautiful transition for us, and we quickly got to work fixing up the bus, trying to make it user-friendly, but with the very limited budget that we did have. The experience in doing that was also something that was just a beautiful reminder to us about whatever we need will always be provided for us. And with little to no budget, we were able to get the bus ready to go. And we sold the house. December 28th, 2021, we left, and we have not been back since. For me, selling the house was the first hurdle. The second hurdle was, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? Our intention when we sold the house and we knew we needed to do so was that we as a family, wanted to increase our capacity in every way. Our capacity to love, our capacity to receive, our capacity to give, our capacity to learn, our capacity to grow. Anything else we can put in that scale, we were here to sign up for. And with that, we knew we wanted more land to steward and less house, which was really why we ended up choosing to do the bus. So when we left in January, we got on the road and we heard about a schoolie event down in Arizona that meets every year, and we just knew, okay, that gives us something to aim for. It's January in New England. There's snow on the ground everywhere. We were so in the present moment with just getting the house sold that we hadn't thought steps ahead, because we knew when the time came, those steps would be laid out in front of us. And let me assure you that they have, and they will, and they do, and it's magical to be able to bear witness to and be a part of. So on to Arizona we went, and we got to this event, and quickly through the travels to get there, had to learn lots of new and different things, and had a tire blow in Virginia on a Sunday, and just fun lessons in presence and what we can and can't handle. And from there, our goal was to search the country for land. Now it's winter, so we hung out in Arizona for about 6 weeks. We met beautiful souls in Tucson and their family, and we stayed there and just had such a magical time in the desert. Some of our really healing times for our family, because we had come from such fast-paced life and environment, and we were just able to be nestled in the desert while also like making new friends and just loving. And so we left Arizona with the thoughts of heading to the few places that we really knew we wanted to look for land. For us, that was Missouri, Arkansas, and West Virginia. And I know we went all the way to Arizona to go back, but we didn't want to, that's where we wanted to spend the winter, and it was beautiful. So we made our way that way, and we spent some time in Missouri, and we spent some time in Arkansas, and then we spent, and we say some time, it was probably about a month in each place. And then we got to West Virginia, and if you have never been to West Virginia, my friends, please go. The forests, the people. It was a beautiful, magical time for our family, and we stayed for 3 months looking for land, feeling like in our bones that that's where we were gonna end up. That's where we were gonna be. And then October came, and we didn't find anything. And we'd been on the road now for a year. And when we started, I thought 6 months. We'll just travel the winter, and then by summer we'll be in our new home. And I didn't feel it like I felt the need to sell, or the knowing. I didn't feel that knowing. So we got on the road again, and we contacted our Arizona friends because of the beautiful, magical time we had before. And we headed to Arizona. And a year ago, we got to Arizona. And again, we had a beautiful, magical time with our friends and helping them, and just staying present and enjoying the sun. Which, while everyone was in cold winter, we saw snow one time, and it was beautiful. It was magical. But the sun all winter is really, really magical. Now all that time has passed, and we're in January of 2023. This year, we decided to just stay in flow this year. The entire year of 2022, we were trying to control everything and trying to, where are we going to find land and where are we going to settle? And while we still met some amazing, beautiful, intentional humans throughout our travels, we didn't find the land, which is what we thought we were going to do. And so we made a commitment to really just stay in flow and to see what was in store for us. We decided to leave Arizona in beginning of March, and slowly make our way north, because if we didn't know where we were going to settle, our thoughts were, let's visit some states that we haven't visited before. And so the entire middle of the country was basically there for us to visit. And so we slowly made our way through New Mexico and up through Kansas, and then Nebraska, which was pretty quick. We stayed in South Dakota a little bit because myself, I am a big Laura Ingalls Wilder fan, and anyone who knows, that's where her family settled and lived a lot of their later lives, in South Dakota. And then we went up to Minnesota to see family. Had another bus breakdown. The clutch went in the mud, and we got stuck, and we had to get a tow. So that was fun. But again, that led to meeting some beautiful people and some downtime and some beautiful reflections for all of us. And we got to see family. And then we were just really enjoying, after spending the winter in the desert with very little trees the size of bushes, we decided to spend the summer up north and just explore what the north has to offer. And so we went into Wisconsin and then into the Upper Peninsula, which is where we ended up spending the majority of our summer. Just being present in the beauty that this planet has to offer in such varying, contrasting environments, and meeting some beautiful, beautiful, intentional humans, staying with them, being able to be off grid with the bus, which is our intention all along, and just really enjoying presence with each other. We ended up going to another schoolie event in August where we reconnected with old friends and new friends, and really got reminded about why we chose this lifestyle. Even if we thought it was for a short time, this lifestyle was chosen for a reason, and we knew that that was important to us. After the schoolie event this August, we just got on the road again and decided that we were going to explore the states we haven't seen and continue to visit intentional humans and intentional places, and sharing our light where we're called to share it. And so since August, we've been heading west. We've been lots of different places. We went back to South Dakota for a little while to visit the Badlands, and then we stayed in Montana on a beautiful farm where we all got to learn how to shear sheep, which was really fun for all of us. And then on to Washington, where we hung out for a little while, down into Oregon, where we stayed on the coast, and back into Middle Oregon, where you are finding me today in the rain filming this. There's so much that I could go into and reflect on, which I'm still doing. But I really wanted to get this video up and let you know what's been going on with us and how we're doing and what we're doing, and all the beauty that we have been experiencing on this journey into the unexpected unknown. And also a video for myself as a starting off point on sharing for the future. I started my videos originally because I wanted to be able to show all of the magic and all of the things that I had learned by agreeing to give up control and to listen to what I felt, no matter what I heard or saw, but really trusting that feeling within me. And that's where you find me today, continuing to trust that feeling within me and knowing that the life that is in front of me is one full of magic and wonder. And I thought in order to do videos again, I had to show all the knowledge that I had and all the knowledge that I could share. And the more that I've been on this journey, the more I realized the beauty in being able to share just the magic, the everyday beauty that I get to witness, and we all get to witness when we look and slow down. So, thank you for being here with me this whole time, and thank you for listening, and I hope this has helped you remember a little bit more of who you are, what you're here to do. And if not, stick around. We will remember together. And I'm excited to be back and showing my face and be with you all. I love you. Have a beautiful day, night, wherever you are. And until we meet again.